Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I'm always late, but hey, that's okay. At least I know one of my weaknesses. I was just pulling one of the last videos I'm hoping we can get through today. Um, and I really wanted to do this stream just to open up, I guess, the room and this comment section for people to talk about what Alex announced in her most recent video, which was that she was going to be starting Weight Watchers again. I know quite a few people who are in the Alex reaction community called this one. We all had our theories, but this is the way she decided to go and the route that she's choosing to kind of what was the wording that she used? I did watch the video a few times, and I'm still a bit puzzled by her word choices. That's also why I wanted to watch with other people to get input, to hear your opinions, to hear your comments, because that's kind of what we like to do over here, especially on reaction channels. The more and more time I spend watching other reactors who watch not even girl world content, although those are the ones I enjoy viewing as of late, especially to Amberlyn Reed. But the more and more I watch reactors and the types of content that they do and just how they present themselves and their line of thought to how they like to publish their videos or do their live streams, this isn't a place to hate on the original creator. This is not a place to just spew constant negativity. It's really a place for people to talk about the produced and monetized content that creators, or not even Alex, other creators have put out, where we can kind of speak freely and openly without the fear of being blocked, or maybe some words have been muted, or just kind of policed in general. That's really what it's about. And just as Alex likes to say, if you don't like it, don't watch. But really, it's deeper than that. This community is not for people who purely enjoy Alex because she thinks, or because they think everything she does is wonderful. This isn't the community for you. This is more of a place to have discussions and connect with people outside of being positive all the time. So, anyway, just a little housekeeping, a little preference there, just different ways to look at reaction channels. So let's jump into the video from yesterday. I hope everyone can hear me okay. We do have some rainy, a little bit windy weather. So if my internet connection goes up and down, that could be why. But as you guys know, I like to do my best to present the highest quality video and audio that I can. So, and I didn't clip the intro part where she speaks about explaining why she's going on Weight Watchers. I kind of wanted to because I'm not that interested in looking at the actual food that she ate. I just kind of want to listen to this first part. So it might go a little bit over, but we'll handle that. Oh, yes. And happy Mother's Day to anyone living in the UK. I know my wonderful friend and moderator, Nish, is in the UK. So if you're listening currently or you're listening on the replay, you live in the UK and you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. Yes, it's raining. I'm not salty about it, though. I enjoy the rain. Okay, enough of this chit chat. Let's get into the video.
So welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I know this title is a little bit shocking, but also maybe it's not at all. So as you can tell from the title, I am going back on Weight Watchers, and I kind of wanted to do like this little bit of an intro and really talk about why, explain some things, and then the second half of the video will be a what I eat in a day on Weight Watchers. I just started up again literally yesterday, so this is like brand new. So I really wanted to first put this out there and kind of gauge how you guys feel about it and how much content about it you would want to see.
So already, not even 2 minutes in, and I want to pause. This is a pattern I see with Alex, that she likes to ask her audience for feedback when she starts to show something new or different, a new era, a new journey, however we want to phrase that. But I believe in the upcoming minutes, she will kind of contradict herself. I'm sure somebody else recognizes, but I wonder if she's aware. I really think if she were to write out maybe not an entire script, but just some bullet points on a notepad, or I've even seen there are apps that you can use that turn your phone into a teleprompter. So she could prop her phone up on a different tripod or stand, and as she's filming, she can have the phone across from her as well, so she can kind of keep herself on track so she knows what she wants to say, or if she has a certain way she wants to phrase things, use that as a visual guide.
Some of my Weight Watcher content from years ago, you guys loved so much. And I was contemplating on whether or not I wanted to share this because a couple months ago I had said that I was never talking about weight again, and I hate how much I've talked about weight on my channel over the years. And I think I'm just gonna spew from my heart right now, so grab a snack, a low point one if you want. I think a big part of that is because like weight kind of exhausts me. Like it's been like a long life of, you know, being aware and conscious and concerned about my weight. So a little background on me if you're new here. I had gastric bypass how many years ago? Like, was it 3 years ago now? 3 or 4? 3? And I lost a really good amount of weight. Since post-pregnancy, I've kept off from my highest about 70 pounds. I am still very much overweight, obese, plus size, whatever word you want to use. I've like spent so long working towards getting to the mindset of like being healthy in my body as I am, trying to eat like good foods, move my body, and I've been maintaining my weight for a while now. And actually after pregnancy, like a lot of the pregnancy weight just kind of came off.
I find that interesting that she says she's been maintaining her weight for a while, but I'm not sure what number she's using, or from what point in time have you been maintaining? Does she mean like right before she became pregnant, that weight she's been able to maintain it, or just, after giving birth, postpartum, you're maintaining that weight? Again, some people may say that it's a bit nitpicky, and why do you care about the details? Well, because people's words matter. Everybody's words matter, especially if you're going to come online and share something that you believe is vulnerable and that you know affects a lot of people, whether they support you or not. It does affect a lot of people. I think it's important to be very clear and to set expectations. I think that Alex believes she sets expectations for her viewers by including them in this quote unquote process of, let's navigate together. What would you like to see from me? Do you want to see Weight Watchers content? Are you not interested? She asks these things, or maybe she does a poll on the community tab to gauge interest, but I don't think that's the smartest way to decide on a change of content or adding a new segment of content in your regularly scheduled uploads. I think you need to be very firm in your boundaries and your expectations, and the people who like it will stay. The people who don't like it, they will let you know, or they'll just fast forward and skip through those. She could add chapters to her vlogs, and that way people that are not interested in the Weight Watchers part, they can skip right over. But again, this is not the route that she chooses.
Naturally, and like I didn't really gain a lot during my pregnancy, but at the end of the day I am still heavy. I'm a heavy girl, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want anyone to think this video by me wanting to make a change means there's anything wrong with you and your body. I just think everyone needs to do what's best for them. And at the end of the day, like, I vlog my life and like this is going to be a big part of my life right now. So I decided to just share it, and hopefully you guys will want to see more. If not, I can like, you know, remove it from my channel.
Right there is where I feel it's a bit of a contradiction. Why open the video with asking your audience, do you guys want to see this? What parts of it do you want to see? When a few minutes later, you just say, this is a part of my life. I vlog my life, therefore I'm going to share it. I think she could avoid a lot of backlash and a lot of redundant comments, redundant questions if she just took charge and post what you want to post. Also, it's a bit funny that she talks about maybe if you don't want to see it, I can just remove it. We know that you like to remove and private videos, and that's her prerogative. She's allowed to. But I was able to dig up some copies of videos that she has privated from her gastric bypass playlist that she has on her own channel. So I'm hoping after we watch the rest of this little intro segment that we can watch some of those.
I was thinking about like going back to my health Instagram from years ago called A Healthier Alex. If you guys want to follow me there, I could kind of just keep the content there. I could post it there and within the vlogs, not like all of it, of course, because it's not going to be my whole life. I could incorporate it kind of naturally. Let me know. I'll definitely check the comments and see what you guys are thinking, but please, please be kind about it. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all constantly like up and down, changing our minds, evolving. And I really didn't want to talk about weight anymore, but there's a whole reason for all of this. Okay, so like I said, I have been on a journey, genuinely feeling like confident in the way that I look and feeling like I can like just eat like a normal person, where I feel like and that's like totally not the right thing to say. Nobody's normal. And like, I just feel like I finally had a routine of like eating balanced on my own, and moving without feeling like I need to, you know, earn food or anything like that. And I feel like
I thought she was already at that point when she decided to get gastric bypass. Maybe not tick all of those boxes on the list that she just gave off, but quite a few of them. She was justifying, I like my body. I love my body. I'm comfortable. I'm confident. I think I dress cute. I think I look cute in clothes. This gastric bypass is for my health. And we will go ahead and watch that video again.
I've come a really, really long way with that mentally, internally. But since I had a baby, I feel like I just want to take charge of my health even further than I have. And something actually did happen. So what was it, like a couple months ago? I ended up having a blood clot in my leg. So I have a lot of varicose veins, very genetic for me. One day I ended up getting like this.
Interesting. I do understand that varicose veins affect a lot of us, and especially as we age and through our lifetime. I'm not a mother. I have never been pregnant, so I haven't experienced the changes that your body goes through hormonally, as well as other changes, which to my understanding, varicose veins are pretty common after you give birth to a child or after you have a child. But I also thought it was funny. She says, varicose veins are very genetic for me, just like in the gastric bypass announcement video. Suddenly we're hearing about a lot of her relatives or people somehow related to her who have had gastric bypass, when up until that point, she didn't mention that at all.
Swollen red spot on my calf, and I thought I just like got bit by a spider or something, but it lasted like a few days and it hurt really bad to like touch. It was hot to the touch, very sore and tender, and it hurt to kind of like stand on it the wrong way. And And one day I was with my mom and I was like, can you look at this? And she was immediately just like, that might be a blood clot. Like, you need to call the doctor right now. And I went in that day. They had me like go and get like a scan on my leg, and I had a blood clot in my leg. Terrifying. Like, literally the most terrifying experience of my life, because like, although I've always been heavy, I've always honestly had pretty good health. I have good cholesterol, I have good blood pressure, my blood levels are really good. So
Mabel, I remember that in her rant about being denied for a life insurance policy. She said that her genetics should not matter, and she felt she was being discriminated against. Yes, very convenient. I agree with you. I do remember that part. And I know this is another point that she likes to bring up, I guess, to kind of defend herself, that when she has blood work done and they probably just do a basic panel, I would assume most of us, many of us watching, listening right now, do annual blood work for when you go to see your general practitioner, your primary care provider, whatever terminology you use. I feel like that's pretty common to do annually, if not more. And she likes to say that because her blood levels are within normal limits, or not, they don't appear concerning, that means she does not have any like an official diagnosis, or none of her issues that she feels in her body that affect her body are due to her weight, because her blood work is good. But that's not always how it works. uh, if that were true, a lot less people, I think, would rely on the healthcare system for treatment and interventions and monitoring and getting surgeries.
I've never really had like a weight related issue before. They ended up sending me to a specialist, and thank God when they had gone to do that first scan, the blood clot was in like a dead vein, superficial thrombophlebitis, I think it was called. I know it sounds kind of funny, but like it's a dead vein. So a vein that doesn't like go to my heart or anything. So it was not like life threatening. But then I ended up going.
A blood clot is still very concerning, even if it's not in a vein that's going to go toward your heart eventually, because artery is away. That's what I remember when learning medical terms and medical terminology. That's still very concerning and something that you want to get addressed. From the very limited knowledge and research that I've done on Google, talking to other medical professionals that I know in my real life, this does happen to women who are severely overweight and go through a pregnancy. Like, it's not unheard of. It's new to me because, like I said, I've never been pregnant. I've never had to be monitored for any of those types of things. So this is not something that I'm familiar with.
To see a cardiovascular person after that, and talking to her about it, getting a deeper scan. I'm going to go back and have it all checked again in a follow-up appointment as well. Everything else looked totally fine, thankfully, but they're just gonna like keep an eye on it. But one of the biggest things that the doctor said was to prevent anything in the future, like, because I have a lot of varicose veins, I'm more prone to like have a clot, so I need to stay moving and lose weight. Honestly, like, losing weight will take off some of that pressure.
I think it's very interesting. I know I say that a lot, but we should note this. I think this is one of the first times that I've heard Alex say in a public video that she published to YouTube that a doctor told her to lose weight, and she's not ranting about it. In so many other videos that she's chosen to upload to the internet, because she doesn't have to, it's a choice. She likes to blame medical professionals, physicians, dermatologists, other experts in their field who have medical degrees and medical training, licenses, certifications, or at least I hope they have all the licenses and certifications. Hello, Sokola. Thank you for joining. This is the first time I've heard her kind of agree, or at least accept it. So I hope that she takes that to heart because I know a lot of things for her revolve around her feelings and her emotions and her heart. So this time, I hope that she can stick with making some changes and get herself back on track, but only time will tell.
So she didn't say I had to lose like an insane amount or anything, but I'm definitely like trying to lose weight. I am, because that really scared me. And I just want to take charge of my health. I want to be around a long time for my son. I want to be healthy for my son. I could cry for some reason just talking about my beautiful little son. I just want to be the happiest, healthiest version of me for him. And I don't ever want to put him in a position where something happens to mom over something that she could have controlled.
And hello, linked. Your comment is perfect for what she just said. Getting deja vu from the many times we've heard these types of words from Alex before. That is her, I believe, her motto, her tagline. She wants to be the healthiest, happiest version of herself. This is definitely a pattern. I know in girl world, other people like to say Amberlynn Reed and Foodie Beauty have cycles, but for now with Alex, I just like to say that it's a pattern. She's very repetitive in her content, even when it comes to weight loss and health.
So, and like playing with him, you're up and down off the floor all day. And like, it would just be a lot easier if I was lighter. And once he's running around, I want to be able to keep up. Like, I definitely do think you can be healthy in a bigger body, but I know where I'm at right now. Like, I can definitely improve and take off some of the pressure off of my feet and my legs and my knees. And I'm not always going to carry this much weight so well. Like,
Interesting again, how she says she hopes that losing weight will take the pressure off of what I refer to as your load bearing joints. And in her gastric bypass announcement video, I'm pretty sure she listed the same joints and body parts that she was feeling pain in that she hadn't felt before.
other problems could arise, and it just feels like the responsible thing to do. So in terms of like losing weight, I know right now there's a lot of amazing medication. I'm not like against the medication. I think it's like wonderful for so many people, but I would like to try on my own, because I know when I was consistent with Weight Watchers before, and this was years ago, I did lose weight and I found really amazing ways to eat nutritious foods that were delicious. Because at the end of the day, I know I love food. Like, it's obvious. Your girl loves a yummy treat. So I love that Weight Watchers has like so many different, not hacks per se, but like you can find a lot of great healthy alternatives and recipes and get your protein, have less sugar, and like not feel deprived, because that's the biggest thing for me. Like, that's why I don't like calorie counting. I like the points because there's a ton of like lower point foods. You're never just like, oh, you can't eat. I don't like that feeling of being restricted.
Quite a bit to unpack there, but ASMR Asian Jen, thank you for your comment. There's speculation that she's going to be on shots and that Weight Watchers is a cover up. I've definitely heard that theory, and I thought that myself when I watched this video initially. It wouldn't surprise me if she is just saying that she's going to try the Weight Watchers program again, but in the back of her mind, subconsciously, it's there. She knows that, well, if this doesn't work, I have other options. When really, losing weight is about cutting back on calories and calorie restriction. But she's saying she doesn't like that because it makes her feel deprived, and that's why she enjoys the point system on Weight Watchers. Just a lot of a lot of flip-flopping and statements that are contradicting everything that she said, and a lot of the choices, food choices, portion choices that she has shown in her own vlogs. And I believe that's one of the most frustrating parts of watching Alex's content. There are people that can just use her content and put it on in the background, something to listen to while you're doing another task or activity. That's great. But there are also a lot of people online who, while they're listening to content or watching content, they have a great attention to detail, which I believe would include many of you watching, listening, and in the chat. And they're not stupid people. They're able to pick up on contradictions, on behavior, on changes, on edits made in different videos, different footage. It I don't know. I just don't understand how that hasn't sunk in. You can say all of these great things about WW. They're not hacks per se. Alex was the queen of saying WW hacks, right? And then a few years later, it evolved into, I want to make a healthier version of this. That's just another way of saying a hack. And now the terminology, probably being pushed by Weight Watchers and ambassadors of Weight Watchers, is, oh, I like all of these healthy alternatives. You can say it in as many different phrases or use different adjectives if you want, but it means the same thing, at least to Alex. I believe that her mindset is she wants to keep eating the same types of food that she was eating before she's starting to lose weight, but just make them healthier. And that doesn't make sense. I get why you would want that, but if you really want to lose weight, you have to just be in a calorie deficit. And another good point to add would be you have to be eating nutrient-dense meals or picking nutrient-dense food. And as I recall in one of her other rants that was included in a vlog, probably from, was it around Curvy Connection? The vlog where we get our funny quote, "You eat a ton of bread and pasta." No, I don't. That one. Um, I believe she said everything that she ate was reviewed and approved by her dietitian and or nutritionist, and that she's learned a lot about nutrition, and yet we see a lot of processed food. I don't recall seeing a lot of whole food or real vegetables in her meals as of late. And one other thing that just popped into my head that I'll throw into this comment, and then we will continue, is she did a sponsorship for a DoorDash that was posted to her Instagram as a reel. And I mean, maybe it was just a script and she didn't mean it, but she still published it. What I caught in it said, we have relied on DoorDash, like takeout, a lot being new parents. That, to me, that says a lot about your choices. Because in the vlog, she talks about how she wants to, cook more and provide healthy meals to her family. So which one is it? When you're getting paid more, is it DoorDash? Or are you really sticking to your gastric bypass patient diet and still have access to your dietitian and nutritionist and, getting approval, getting better meal ideas from them?
If you get to the end of the day and you don't have any points left, there are a lot of 0-point options to eat and to give you satisfaction and fill you up. So it just helps me make better choices. I love the program. If you go back to my old Instagram page, the @ahealthieralex, there's like tons of content from when I did Weight Watchers the last time. And I just signed back up yesterday, and I am like really excited. The app seems pretty similar from when I was on it last. So many good recipes. Some other new 0-point foods, I'm pretty sure, that I don't remember there being last time, so that's exciting. Yeah, I would love to know like how much of this you guys want to see. Like, do you want me to share everything? Do you want me to just like keep it on that Instagram and like just share a little bit of what I'm eating in the vlogs? Do you want like dedicated videos? Because like honestly, like I'm actually very passionate about it. I really loved when I did it before. And the great thing is now, like tying it in with my gastric bypass, it kind of like goes really well because I have to have like a lot of protein. I find my issue is, even though my belly is small, I'm definitely like a snacker. So making improvements with like my snack choices that are high fiber, high protein, lower sugar, lower calorie can be like still very, very fulfilling.
I still think her mindset towards food and snacks and her understanding of macros is not as accurate as it could be. Um, she showed a lot of snacks. I remember I covered Vlogmas, and they were not always healthy snacks. I understand that she does not show everything. We don't get to see every little thing that she eats. That would be ridiculous. That would be a lot of editing on her part, and I don't think we need to. People were actively commenting and asking her about her weight because we can see the visible changes. But I understand that the WW program is supposed to help you make swaps for healthier options, but a lot of their 0 point things also include a lot of ingredients that just aren't good for you. Just because it's low sugar or no sugar and they use a sugar substitute doesn't mean like it's calorie dense. Anyway, it just seems like she's going to fall back into old habits. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, hi, Lindsay. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. If anyone is not aware of Lindsay, she used to go by That's Lindsay with an A. She's been around for a while and she covers glitter and lasers. Anna O'Brien, if anyone is interested in hearing her commentary and opinions, which they are wonderful and they always make me laugh. I highly recommend you go check out her channel. I believe she just passed a great milestone of 10,000 subscribers. So congratulations again to you, Lindsay. You're such a badass and it's very well deserved. But enjoy your time with your family and I appreciate you stopping in. Hey, Jen. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, let's continue with the video. I think she's almost done talking about it. Yes, Betty, you're saying how we all feel.
And I think too, if I'm being like so honest, and it's kind of like, it's okay. I have so much that I want to say right now, and I don't know if it's too much or not, but I think there was like a really strong wave of like anti-diet, anti-weight loss. If you wanted to lose weight, you really were just like, nope, you're not body positive, right? And I do feel like you can be body positive and like want to get healthy in whatever way that means for you, whether it's mental or physical, whatever. It's okay to want to lose weight. Like, it's okay. And I think for a while I like beat myself up and it was like you don't need to feel like you have to lose weight. Like, it's almost like I kind of had to go so far one way because my whole life I had just been like so insane on the diet culture. And like, I think the body positive movement helped us kind of like go in that other direction really far, and sometimes too far, like where I was neglecting, taking care of myself because like I just needed to feel free. And I feel like I went from here to here and now I'm like here, and that works for me. I hope that makes sense. I hope that translates. I don't know if it does.
Again, a lot to unpack. She kind of switched gears and she was talking about the body positive movement and how she was a part of it and how it has affected her life. It has affected her perspective. It's just really interesting. I'm glad that she's come to the conclusion that just because you find a hashtag or some sort of online movement or trend that grabs your attention and that you feel that it speaks to you and you want to be a part of it, that doesn't mean you have to do everything that everyone else who follows the trend is doing. You can think for yourself. And I struggled with that for many, many years, especially having social media for so long, and I've seen so many things happen on Instagram, happen on Snapchat, on Facebook, etc. So I understand that struggle that she's feeling. However, I think it's important to note that that's how Alex gained a lot of traction, popularity, and notoriety on YouTube is by publishing videos talking about hashtagging, tagging her videos about being body positive. She did acknowledge that she liked the movement because she felt that she had been kind of pushed down or had diet culture shoved in her face for so many years. So it kind of felt like a relief. And that's another part. She relies on a lot of her feelings and her emotions. But that was still a choice. I get that she was younger and naive, but it was still a choice. It's how she grew her channel. The base bulk majority, however you want to phrase it, of her subscribers found her because of this body positive movement. And just as she said earlier, it's people can change their minds, people can change, people can grow, people can evolve. Yes, they can. And so has the body positive movement. But on the other hand, nobody told you that that was the only way to be body positive, which in my opinion, now in retrospect, looking back, her take on the body positive movement was actually just glorified like fat acceptance. Um, but she could have taken that hashtag, the body positive, and just opened up and expressed what it meant to her back then. It's a choice. That's an example of growing and evolving, at least to me.
All I know is I'm always going to offend someone. I'm always going to give people something to talk about. So I'm just going to speak my truth and share my own personal experience. And I am feeling really excited, really hopeful, and very passionate, honestly. Like you guys know I love to cook. I freaking love to cook. I love yummy food. And I want to bring like some awesome recipes to you guys. Truly, there are so many good high protein recipes because I know a lot of people also just do macros. I like Weight Watchers because it kind of does like a macro situation, but like within points, it makes it just really easy to track. And I do find that like when you stick to it, you are successful. So I want to make a ton of like delicious, nutritious meals with you guys, and you don't even have to be on Weight Watchers to eat them. I remember years ago in our old house when I was doing recipes, there were some freaking delicious ones. Remember like we made like a pumpkin roll, like a giant Hostess pumpkin roll, and like you can eat them whatever. You don't have to be on Weight Watchers.
What was everyone's favorite Weight Watchers recipe from Alex back in her old house? Does anyone have a favorite? I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was the lemon loaf, was that one? I think Linked brought that to my attention.
Just like kind of healthier versions. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm very passionate about it. I find it really, really fun to, make yummy things that are healthier. And it's not to say I'm going to be like doing everything perfect. There will be aspartame. Nothing's going to be like, this is not going to be like a fully clean journey, in part, for sure. To my best. I'm just going to do my best. I think I got everything out that I wanted to. I hope I did. I'm probably going to edit this and be like, oh, you forgot to say this. You forgot to say that. Like I was going to type out everything I wanted to say, but like, I'm just going to spew it from my heart. And that's where I'm at. So, I feel a little bit silly because like literally a few months ago, I'm like, I'm never talking about weight again. I literally like privated all my weight videos, but I was having a moment of like wanting to be done. So I don't know, that's where I'm at. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're curious, here's what I ate in a day on Weight Watchers. So you can get like a little preview and tell me if you like it. I love you and you're beautiful. Never forget that.
Okay, I'm going to stop that video right there. When I watched this video on my own, she showed a lot of food for someone who's wanting to lose weight and be on a calorie deficit. If it's working for her, then more power to her. But I was very surprised to see at how much food she was eating. I do remember seeing she pulled out her food scale. I think that's good. Um, Surprising how that's usually linked to diet culture and people think food scales are triggering, but I'm glad she's using that resource that she had and that she used post gastric bypass surgery. So that was quite a lot to listen to, but let's move on to the gastric bypass announcement video. I believe I have it on my computer. If you can just give me a moment here. Okay, so this is a video, I believe she published it November. Someone will remember the surgery date. At this moment in time, I can't remember. November, sometime in November. Apologies. All right, I'm sure people will remember this video, so let's watch and do a little mini retro react.
Oh my gosh, I've sat down to film this now like 4 times and I am nervous. I'm having a hard time articulating all the things that are on my heart. I'm just gonna talk to you guys. I'm just gonna talk to you guys because that's how I started my channel. That's what I built this channel on, just talking to you and being vulnerable with you. So let's be vulnerable. Okay. As you can tell by the title of this, I am having gastric bypass surgery. When you're watching this, I will be in surgery. I didn't post this before the surgery because I didn't want to read a bunch of negative stuff and get in my head about it. I have been working, you know, with my surgery program for the last few months and I didn't want to share it. I have so much to say. I don't want to make this channel and all my platforms a weight loss thing. You know, I even regret doing that in the past.
Well, there's similarity number one. She does not want to make her channel or a majority of her content about weight loss.
I don't want to show before and afters and make it all about weight loss because I feel like I'm so much more than that. And that's not something people always want to see. I want to share all the stuff I still love to share, beauty, fashion, my life. But the reason I'm making this video is because it was a huge mistake not sharing my tummy tuck. That is my biggest regret. And I did that out of fear. And I'm not gonna let that happen again with this because my body most likely will be changing relatively rapidly, and you guys deserve to know why that's happening. You guys know I had lap band done 12 years ago when I was 16. I'm 28 now. I had it removed a couple years later. It was awful. I guess they don't even really do them anymore. But it was really rough. It was very uncomfortable and you know, it wasn't sustainable for me long term. And as you guys know, I have struggled with my weight my entire life. And something I really want to clarify and drive home here is that I am not having this surgery to look different. I do not care. For the first time in my life, I don't care. I don't care how I look. I finally feel totally comfortable with the way I look. I think I dress cute. I think I look cute. But I am not feeling good.
And there's another similarity. She said this in 2021, and she's saying it again now because she's gained weight. In my mind, there's a connection that when she gains weight and it doesn't make her feel good, she knows she has to. But she also says that a lot of her health issues are not directly related to her weight. It's not because of her weight. It's a lot of mental gymnastics to get to that type of logic.
Over the last year, I've started to develop really bad lower back pain, knee pain, and ankle pain. And that's something that I've never felt before. And that was a huge reality check for me. And it really hit me when, you know, Yar and I were talking about starting a family. And I thought to myself, I'm like, I can't. I mean, I could, but I don't think I would be comfortable. I honestly don't think I would feel good at all carrying a child, like with the lower back pain and the knee pain that I've been feeling. And that was a huge, huge moment for me. I'm like, I think I need to put my health first. And it's a sacrifice. It's a huge sacrifice because ultimately we're both ready to be parents. Like, we feel it in our hearts, like we want a baby. You're not able to try for a baby until a year after gastric bypass, even to try. So having to put that on hold was a really, really, really hard decision. But I know I need to get some of this excess weight off me because I'm not feeling good anymore. This is.
And there's a third, another similarity. I really hope, I hope she means it this time in her new WW revamp, startup era journey, whatever we're calling it. Because she's saying the exact same things here before she had gastric bypass. Another part of the pattern, or another pattern altogether.
All about health for me. It's all about health for me. You know, I did WW last year. Was it last year at this point? I don't even know. I lost 50, gained back 70. I'm just exhausted with this uphill battle. And I know a major part of my family has had gastric bypass and had great results. I know a lot of people won't believe it. A lot of it for me is genetic. I recently figured out from a doctor that one of the medications I've been on for the last couple of years contributed to the weight gain or making it harder to lose weights. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but I definitely believe these are contributing factors. But at the end of the day, whatever, I don't feel good. I'm just ready to feel good and get in a good place so I can start a family. And that's the bottom line. I don't care about being thin. I don't expect or care or want to come out of this skinny. I just want to be the healthiest and happiest Alex I can be. And I'm done with the battle. I'm done with the battle. I'm sick of not feeling good. And being in this program the last few months has, prepped me for this. There's been so much, behind the scenes, a lot of doctor appointments, just a ton of appointments. It's definitely a journey. I didn't document it because it was a lot, and I also just didn't want to force all of that on you guys, but I did know I needed to sit down and make this video.
I like her thought process for this, with the not showing all the prep work that she put into before having her surgery, because I do understand that based on your program, you're going to have to do certain things if you qualify before they'll actually do the surgery. Personally, I believe from talking with different people online about it, from watching different people who have shared their weight loss journeys online, I don't think you should be documenting and sharing during your weight loss journey. If you're someone who is easily affected by comments, you're someone who's very sensitive or tends to take things personally, it's probably better to document your changes, your journey in whatever way you feel comfortable. Maybe store it on an external hard drive, a flash drive. Do people still use flash drives? I'm probably showing my age. And then finding a creative way to compile all those and present it, maybe as a single video, or you could do monthly uploads. But it just seems to me, from all the people that I've watched online who are actively trying to lose weight and documenting it as it happens, it doesn't end well. And it definitely affects your results.
And have an honest conversation so you guys would understand where I'm coming from, my thought process, why I'm doing this, what you can expect to see here. Nothing is going to change here. I will be recovering for a few weeks. So I will probably be vlogging as I recover. If that will be triggering to you, I completely understand. Maybe skip out to Vlogmas. I'm hoping to be recovered by Vlogmas. I was really excited that it kind of just fell in a way where I would be getting my surgery mid-November and recovered by December because of Vlogmas, baby. And I'm really, really, really excited for Vlogmas. And you know, I've had so much fear around announcing this because I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want to disappoint anyone. I don't want anyone to think that they're not worthy because my body will be changing. And I mean, I've struggled with, for a long time, gaining weight and like getting criticized online. And I really felt bad about myself for a while. And it's hard because I feel like I'm finally in a good place with my body in terms of my appearance, but I'm not in a good place with how I feel. And that's hard. And honestly, it's a weird limbo I'm in right now. It's a weird limbo when I'm filming this. Like, oh, I feel sick just even talking about all of it. I'm also very low energy because I'm on my pre-op diet and it's tiring. I don't know, it's just scary. It's scary to share this, and I really hope people understand where I'm coming from. Like, I always want to be your big sister role model who's bigger in size and confident, and I want you guys to feel that too. So I hope you guys will always remember that you're beautiful just as you are, but at the end of the day, it is your body, it's your choice what you want to do with it. And I gotta do this for me, to take care of me. I'm ready for change and to feel better. So I don't know. I don't know if I said everything I want to say. I've literally been thinking about this video for so long. So I will see you guys after my surgery. And I love you guys so very much. Always, 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 always. Okay. Bye.
Okay, so that was the gastric bypass announcement video. And from what I could tell, there are 3 videos missing from her gastric bypass playlist that's still up. That was one of them. Another one, I wasn't able to find a copy of it anywhere, but Commenty did a reaction to it. I contemplated maybe showing it, but I think what I will recommend is, if you want to watch a reaction to the video titled Gastric Bypass Post-Op, you can go to Commenty's channel. I will copy and paste it in the chat right now. I believe I did a reaction years ago when that happened. But yeah, here's the link. If you guys want to go watch that on your own. I don't think anything too tea-worthy was in it, but just to kind of keep up with the timeline. That was another one. Oh, I see something in the chat. Okay, if people are having issues with other people, if you wouldn't mind just blocking them yourself so that you don't have to see their comments in the future. I think that's easier. Okay, the next video, give me just a moment and I'll pull it up here and make sure I get the title and the timeline correct. Okay, so the next video I have, I believe she posted in January of 2022, somewhere around maybe the 14th, just from where I was able to find the video. And it's titled, in all lowercase letters, I broke down about my surgery. I noticed that she likes to use all lowercase letters when she kind of has something more serious or just where she's more emotional to talk about. So we're going to watch that one next.
Oh my God, he's been farting a lot. Hello vlog fam. We've got a special guest visitor today. Look who we're babysitting. Oh, little nugget. Who's my little nugget? Your little chicken nugget? Oh no, you sleepy. So we got the snowstorm yesterday. It's Saturday now. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna cry. So I'm just babysitting Max today. I actually took him on a walk in the snow earlier. I should have vlogged, but like I didn't get any footage of him playing in the snow, but Max loves the snow. Oh, big yawn. I know, my love. So Yara had to go to the military base, so I am chilling. I've had Max to keep me company though today, my little baby. So we took a walk, we took a little drive, and then I have just been filming and editing this afternoon. So Max has been snuggled up in the little chair in the corner for the last like hour while I was editing, but he also loves to sit on my desk. Oh my God, he's been farting a lot. Are you breaking wind? That's what my grandma says for farting, breaking wind. Wow, Max. Yeah, that's your booty hole. Does anyone else's dog have like a very specific brand of farts? Like you have a specific scent for your fart? Oh my God, Max. This dog has the worst farts. It's like sewage. Anyway, I just filmed a buying my Instagram ads for a week. That video will already be out when this vlog goes up, so go watch it. I'll link it below. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, but I know you're so sleepy. I'll put you back in your chair. But there was some really bomb stuff, like really cool. Anyway, I'm kind of delirious. Ow, I just hit my elbow. Oh my God. We're off to a hot start here on the vlog, aren't we? Ugh, ow. Anyway, it's dark now, it's 5. Thankfully, it's starting to stay lighter a little bit later. Max is getting into trash on the floor. I gotta clean that up. But I think it's just about that time where I'm just trying to take my makeup off, curl up on the couch, and watch some 90 Day Fiancé. Caught up on the last 2 episodes last night of And Just Like That. I'm sorry if you guys have not watched the Sex and the City reboot on HBO Max. I am loving it. Like, I had not super high expectations.
I do apologize. I did not pre-watch this one. I just downloaded it, so I'm probably not at the correct spot for the segment that we're going to watch. So if you don't mind, I'm going to remove it from the stream for just a minute or two until I can find the spot where I'd like to start. Okay, I think
It's a really pretty kind
think this is close. I'm just going to let it play.
of white color, and my mom is getting Big Apple red. Hello. So it's actually the next day now. And I just did my first strength session in literally months, and I feel really, really good. So I don't even know what just happened to me, but I did 30 minutes on Apple Fitness. I love Apple Fitness. I talked about them a long time ago, but I like how they have like modifications, and I don't know, I just like the pace of them, and I like the instructors. I like Sam and Bettina. So it was kind of nice to reunite with an old friend because I really like Sam's workout. So I just did one of hers. My legs feel like jello, my arms feel like jello, but it felt so good to be back like working out again. And then after I finished my workout, I just started sobbing. Like, I was feeling really good. I took a little Instagram. I'm like, feeling good. And then I came inside and just started sobbing. Yarman just went for his run, and he like cheered me up and he talked me through, because I don't know, something just happened to me where I just had so many emotions. It's hard to even describe. I was trying to like work through it with Yarman, and I feel like I just had this massive flood of emotions come out that I think was maybe like suppressed. I don't know, like it was a really just a weird random thing. I was just like, what the heck? This is something with weight loss surgery that I just didn't even expect to feel. And I think too, I was watching, I'm a big fan of Ethan from H3, and he's been posting some stuff on his other channel. And I watched something the other day, and he was talking about how being overweight or struggling with your weight is one of the few, I think he called it a vice, one of the few vices that you can physically see with your eyes on someone. Like, people struggle with other things, but you can't just see it by looking at them. But weight is such a vulnerable thing because it's something people can just look at you and judge you for it and know your struggle just by looking at you, which is, you know, really an intense thing. And I think this whole weight loss surgery and, you know, losing weight and getting back into taking care of myself in a physical way, like, it's really emotional. It's really emotional for several reasons, because not only does it feel so good to like kind of take care of myself again, it's kind of a terrifying feeling too though, because like I feel so good right now, and I just never want it to go away. Like, I just always want to feel this good, and I don't know, like every day I kind of fear that this will all just stop. That feeling good is just gonna stop. The last couple months since the surgery, like, I've noticed so many significant changes in my health, like things, you know, that you don't even really recognize. Like, again, my snoring had come back. My snoring has gone away. My resting heart rate is literally like 56. Like, my heart rate is so much better. When I'm walking, it's lower. Don't ask Yarman to bring me stuff from upstairs when he's up there anymore. I'm just like, my energy's easier going upstairs. Like, overall, I feel so good. And I'm always just every day kind of scared that like I can't continue it. Like, it's such a vulnerable feeling, because you want to keep feeling good and keep progressing, and like, I'm always just scared like it's all just gonna go away. Like, it's a weird fear. And like, I hope by me opening up and being vulnerable about this, people don't like judge me. Well, just don't, you know, overeat. Don't do this. Don't stop exercising. Don't do that, you know? It's such a vulnerable thing. I don't know, I'm having a hard time even articulating this. I was even having a hard time articulating it to Yar, but I have to like kind of stop myself and remember, like, you know, you're making these really big changes, and like, you are changing your relationship with food, you're changing your relationship with exercise. And I think it was also very emotional having this this workout, because I haven't done like a strength workout since I had my surgery, like long before the surgery. And I've always kind of just like associated working out with just like losing weight, like not punishment for eating, but like burning calories. And I mean, over the last few years, I have tried to shift my mindset into like, this is self-care, this is taking care of myself. But I think it's so deep rooted from like diet culture and societal norms that like working out is related to, you know, kind of shame for fat people. And it's a huge mental shift to really put it into perspective of like, I'm taking care of myself. It's to be strong and to feel good. And like, I've been just feeling so good lately. I'm just constantly worried about it not sticking around, you know? And like I said, I just have to really remind myself that like, you're making these really drastic, intense changes for a reason, so you can continue to feel this good mentally, spiritually, and physically, and in every way. Like, I am just so ready to be a mom and to have kids. And like, I think all the time about how I just want to be a good mom. I just want to be a good mom. I just want to be healthy and strong, and I want to chase them around, and I want my lungs to feel healthy. And like, it's just, I don't know why it's so scary. I don't know why it's so scary to me. I don't know. And again, it's like, it's just so vulnerable, and it just sucks because like, people don't even want to talk about it, because if we talk about it, people will shame you. I'm sure people are gonna talk about it and like make me feel bad about it. But I just think we need more love to people struggling with their weight. Like it is a different kind of struggle because people can see it. Like it's right on display for everyone to judge you all the time. And I just want you to know, if you're alone or if you feel alone in your weight struggle, I'm here with you. I got you. I get it. It is so damn hard sometimes. And it's like, you know, I was like, why are you crying? Like, you're feeling so good lately. Like, everything's going well. You're feeling strong and healthy. And I think it's just because I'm afraid it will go away. And it's kind of a huge reality check that, like, this might be something I always have to worry about and be aware of. And I hope I get to the point where it is just my lifestyle and it's just me. Because, I mean, since the surgery, that's how it feels. I don't know. It's scary. It's really scary. I don't know if any of this made any sense at all. Hopefully it did, but anyway, I just want you to know that I love you. And wherever you're at right now, you're enough. You're worthy and you're enough. And fuck what anyone has to say about you and the way that you look. You deserve to feel good, and not based on other people's opinions, but based on how you feel. That's all.
I agree with her on that last part, and I really hope she takes it to heart. I do. She's obviously back in a pattern and making similar choices. I hope that she can turn those around, but there's just a lot of striking similarities over the years of how she explains her mindset with how she views her body, her weight, her relationship with food. It's kind of a trip to watch it all over again. Sometimes I have to remind myself, is this going to be, or is this video present, or is this something from the past? I hope this time that her changes stick a little bit longer so she doesn't have to keep feeling like pressured to make these sorts of videos. But again, that circles back to what I said before I played this section of the vlog was, don't share your weight loss journey online as it's happening. If you want to share it, there are other ways to do it than doing it in real time. I think that just puts too much pressure on someone like Alex, and probably a lot of other people in the world would feel the same. If she's making those changes and she's starting a new routine, following through, we'll be able to see it. But all of this around and around and around in a circle, I don't know. I thought maybe she would have figured out a better approach. And sometimes when she comes on, especially when she ends a vlog like that, it sounds like she's talking about things that are probably better addressed in therapy. So I hope with her medications and hopefully she's getting therapy, maybe that will help this go around. I'm hoping we won't see too many emotional videos like that. I think she should just do what she needs to do, and that's true. People are going to talk whether she likes it or not. But if she sticks to her plan and, as I keep repeating myself, makes those changes, we'll be able to see it, and she will be the one that's happy. And at the end of the day, that's what matters. And I do agree with her about feeling more confident in yourself and just knowing that you are enough. I say that all the time. I do agree with her. But I also have things in place that help me and that give me support for the times or the days where I feel like I'm struggling. I have people I can reach out to. I have, I guess, I don't like the word coping mechanisms, but that's what it is. Different set of skills, coping mechanisms. I have resources available to me, more than just coming onto the internet and using an online audience as a for event session. I don't believe in that. There are better options. I don't think anyone should be treating their audience like a therapist. Okay, I think, let's see. I think that's the last video I have to share for today. And those were the three that have been privated from her gastric bypass playlist. There was one that I linked in the chat. I didn't pin it, unfortunately. I apologize, but if you scroll back, I did post it in the chat that Commenty reacted to. That was, I believe, her first couple days post-op. And then the one we just watched from around January 14th, mid-January 2022. And then obviously the gastric bypass announcement video. So I hope that added some context, maybe for some people who haven't been watching her that long, or people like me who tend to forget the dates and the timeline. There's just so much information. I hope that helps. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and have a place to kind of talk about things more openly and more freely, and not somewhere like Alex's channel where you will be instantly blocked and instantly removed just because you have a difference of opinion, and you're saying it in a very respectful way without being blatantly hateful. So once again, I appreciate you all being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.